internauts. We have a much cooler view from our window than I do believe that you do.
I was reading the New York Times 2 days ago, as I'm wont to do, and there was an article about the recent uptick in sectarian violence in Cairo between Muslims and Coptic Christians. I'm not going to get into the details right now, but there is one quote that stood out for me for completely the wrong reason. One person interviewed by the Times correspondent commented that before, under the Mubarak police state, things were very safe and quiet and stable in Cairo, whereas now things are like New York. The quote was sort of plopped in there without too much context, but you have to realize that there's an incredible suspicion in the Arab world that the United States is this epicenter of crime and violence and racism and just trouble. If your understanding of the United States is shaped by CSI and action movies, then of course your main impression of the place is going to be everyone carrying concealed weapons and oppressed black people and just all these sorts of stereotypes. And of course, as Mother Metropolis, New York City is obviously the gritty underbelly of the universe. I get this as somebody from Washington, D.C. too. The other day I was talking about where I'm from in the United States, and they were like, Washington, okay, why? And I was like, pues, a lo mejor no, porque mucha de la ciudad solo es enormes edificios de gobierno que ocupan manzanas enteras de la ciudad y todo es gris y piedra y no hay mucho interés. Pero donde vive la gente sí, pero eso no es lo que imaginas cuando piensas de Washington. It doesn't take long to realize that the West has the exact same opinion of the Arab world a lot of the times. Just picture Baghdad right now, how you've seen it imaged over the past 8 years from war reporting or what have you. Bam! That's downtown Baghdad. I know it's no Manhattan, but they have a developed commuter rail system and public transportation and fountains and playgrounds, and I mean, it's not a pile of sand. This video is also a good opportunity to show you the next clip, which I took on a trip a couple weeks ago. Spain, especially Andalusia, where I am right now, is definitely considered toros y flamenco and, you know, everything you ever saw in a Bugs Bunny cartoon about Spain. While that certainly holds more true down here, this next clip is going to completely refute every image you ever had of Spain.
This is Muros, out in Galicia in the northwestern extreme end of Spain, and everyone compares it to the United States' Pacific Northwest or to Ireland, but to me it feels like home. I can finally smell salt in the air and hear seagulls and clamber in my bare feet over rocks by the seashore. I often forget how big exactly Spain is, and this is a good reminder. Santiago is the big city nearby, but I think I prefer it here. I feel like I should be wearing an Irish fisherman sweater and singing sea shanties.
Thank you for continuing to watch this space. If you're not watching this space, you're not hearing this, so thank you for continuing to watch this space, and I hope you continue to stick around.